Just the other day, I introduced all 18 of the Disney 100 collectible minifigures in stop motion. Now, let's take a closer look at each one of these figures individually. First up, straight from Fantasia, we have Sorcerer Apprentice Mickey Mouse. This is not the first Mickey Mouse minifigure we've seen, but it is the first one that we've had dressed in his Sorcerer's Apprentice uniform and with a molded hat on his head. He comes with printing on his back and his feet, and it looks great. He also comes with his trusty mop and bucket, and no, I'm sorry, that is not a magical mop that will mop the floors and do your chores for you, but it is a really cool looking one. The extra pieces that he came with was one handle for his bucket, so Mickey is ready to do a little mopping and a little magic. Next up, we have Baymax from Big Hero 6, who comes with his charging station. There are some pretty cool printed pieces on his charging station, as you can see, and it comes with a second set of unprinted pieces that you can also incorporate into his charging station if you wanted to do that. He does have some unique arms. I've heard some people online that are not really fond of his arms, but in my opinion, I think these arms fit Baymax perfectly. Those are the type of big flabby arms that he has in the movies, and even though those arms may not work on other minifigures, they really work for Baymax, I think. Our next minifigure is one of Walt Disney's earlier creations, even back before Mickey Mouse. It's Oswald the Rabbit. Oswald only comes with one accessory, which is a printed tile, as you can see. He has printing on the back, which represents his cottontail, and also pants that he is wearing. It is kind of odd that they went ahead and gave him a nose, but I guess that is a characteristic of Oswald that is very recognizable, and so it's kind of a funny headpiece. If she doesn't scare you, then nothing will. It's Cruella de Vil. Straight from 101 Dalmatians. Cruella comes with a little purse and also a cloth piece that goes around her head. She also comes with one of the Dalmatians themselves. I believe that's Lucky. Cruella came with an extra cloth piece and also an extra purse piece in the figures that I have. And I've got to say that her hair piece with the earrings is just amazing. I love it. She also comes with a second face on the back side of her head if you want to put her into a scowl. And she's got printing on her legs and her back. Overall, I think this is a great rendition of the 101 Dalmatians villain, Cruella de Vil. Next up, from the far reaches of the galaxy comes Experiment 626, a.k.a. Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. This is not the first minifigure we've gotten of Stitch. We got an earlier one back in the very first wave of Disney Lego minifigures, but this is quite a different one. He comes with two trusty blasters and makes use of this great forearm torso piece that we have not seen in a set since back when the Han Solo movie came out. This head is a little bit different with the squinty eyes, and he has printing on his arms and his back and his feet. Overall, this is just a really unique and cool minifigure. From Sleeping Beauty comes Princess Aurora. Princess Aurora comes with her tiara as well as an extra one in case you want to make another minifigure into a princess, and one of her animal friends, the owl. She's got printing on her arms and her back and makes good use of the dress piece. She's also got a really cool hair mold, as you can see, with curls on it. Would you prefer your Aurora to be sleeping? Well, she can be, because on the reverse side of her head, she comes with a sleeping face. That's right. You can put her to sleep. Just around the river bend, we can find Pocahontas here painting with all the colors of the wind. Pocahontas comes with 3 leaf accessories and also a compass. In fact, mine came with 2 compasses in case you really get lost. She's got printing on her legs and her back, and I really think they captured the essence of the movie and this character. Look at that cool molded hair like it's being blown with the wind. She just looks great. Pocahontas also comes with a double-sided face in case she gets done singing. Our next two figures are from The Princess and the Frog. We have the villainous Dr. Facilier, who comes with his really cool top hat with a skull and crossbones, as well as a tarot card and his cane. He's got printing on his back and some great printing on his front. My figure actually came with enough pieces to make a spare cane. As you can see, he doesn't have anything to cover the back of his head, so he only comes with one facial expression, but still a really cool figure. She is almost there, or actually, I guess by the end of the movie she is there because she's opened her restaurant. It's Princess Tiana. Princess Tiana comes with her tiara as well as an extra one in case you need it, and a frog who has not been kissed yet, as well as a poster from her restaurant. She's got some great printing on her back and some gloves printed on her hands, and overall she just looks great. Tiana also comes with a double-sided head, so you can have her singing as well, or maybe just talking to someone. She brought honor to her family in all of China. It's Mulan with her lucky cricket, Cricky. As you can see, Mulan comes with a sword and a little cage with Cricky printed on the clear piece. My figure came with an extra sword and a couple extra pieces from Cricky. She has printing on her back as well as her legs and a great molded hairpiece that looks, I think, just like Mulan from the movie. If you flip her head around on the other side, she's got her maybe angry or fighting face. And so you can pose her in different ways. Don't lose your head over this minifigure, but it's the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. And look at that wickedly evil smile across her face. She makes use of the large dress piece that we have seen with some of our knights and kingdoms figures, as well as one of the figures from the last minifigure wave. She's got her little heart scepter, and I love the molded hair piece that has the little crown on top. It's just perfect for the Queen of Hearts. It's a great piece. We have two characters from the Robin Hood movie. First up is Robin Hood himself. My Robin Hood came with an extra tail and a few extra feathers, and look at that great molded headpiece. The hat does not come off, but it's still a great piece, and he uses the raccoon tail that we've seen on Rocket Raccoon, as well as the minifigure that was dressed up like a raccoon. He's got printing on his feet and some great printing on his arms and chest that really make this just pop. Also from Robin Hood is the greedy and cowardly Prince John. He comes with a cloth piece that goes around his neck, as well as 2 coins and a bag of maybe money, or maybe he's got caw wrapped up inside that bag. The headpiece on this looks so great. I love how they represented the crown that doesn't fit him quite right and pushes his ears down. The crown does not come off. It's all one molded piece, but still a really cool minifigure with great printing on the torso and the arms and the legs. Our next two figures are from the movie Pinocchio. Here is Pinocchio's conscience, none other than Jiminy Cricket. He's got some great printing on his feet and his torso. He comes with his trusty umbrella and the same hat that Dr. Facilier had, except painted in, of course, Jiminy Cricket colors. He's also got the popped collar that you put around his neck and the 2 printed buttons on his back. Overall, I think a good representation of this little cricket conscience. Following on the heels of Jiminy Cricket comes the hero of our story, Pinocchio. Pinocchio has printing on his arms, torso, and legs, and comes with a goldfish bowl. There you can see the goldfish, and as we get to the backside, you can see the little castle that is in the goldfish bowl. He's got a really cool molded headpiece with the hair and the hat, and As you would expect with Pinocchio, he comes with a nose because as Pinocchio tells a lie, his nose grows. And so, even though it's kind of odd to see a minifigure with a nose, it works for Pinocchio. I definitely think it works a little bit better than Oswald because Pinocchio is known for his nose that grows when he tells a lie. She used to be the fairest of them all, but now she's been outdone by Snow White. It is the Evil Queen. The Evil Queen comes with a really cool molded headpiece with the crown, and my figure came with a second one. Not sure what I'll do with that yet, but it's a really cool piece. Her cape is double-sided, so she's got black on the back and red on the inside. She also comes with her cowl and a really cool printed torso and printed dress piece. I also love that her accessory is, of course, the magic mirror that hangs on her wall that she talks to. And I love how they used a minifigure head to represent the face that is seen inside the magic mirror. It just all looks great. Overall, I think a great representation of the Evil Queen from Snow White. Our last two figures come from the Disney Pixar movie Coco. Here is the singing skeletal sensation Ernesto with his trusty guitar and an amazing molded sombrero piece with hair. He's got printing on his legs and his back and his arms, and overall just looks really, really good. A really good representation of this character. He can have his mouth open as if he's talking or singing, or you can flip his head around and he can have that cheesy grin. Overall, just a really, really cool looking figure. And last but not least, from Coco, it's Miguel. He comes with two heads. In fact, the only minifigure from this line that comes with two heads, and they both are double-sided. He also comes with his guitar and either a hairpiece or a hood, depending on if you want him to wear his hoodie or not, and Dante. Dante is used from one of the molds that we have seen many times with our canine friends in Lego, but I love that they went the extra mile and put his crazy-looking face on him and that funny tongue that hangs out on the side. And if we flip Miguel's faces around, here are his other two expressions on the other sides of his faces. Overall, I think a pretty good representation of Miguel from Coco in Lego form. If you enjoyed this look at these collectible minifigures, please like and subscribe. And until next time, keep building.